The automotive world is obsessed with massive trucks and bloated SUVs. But what if I told you the most disruptive vehicle of 2026 isn't a 1,000-horsepower beast, but a tiny, quirky hatchback that's actually making the giants look overpriced and over-engineered? The Suzuki Ignis has returned, and it's doing something almost no other manufacturer is brave enough to do anymore. It's stripping away the unnecessary weight and tech bloat to deliver pure, unadulterated urban driving freedom that makes the modern crossover look like a joke, while everyone else is busy cramming giant batteries and complex, semi-autonomous systems into their entry-level cars, driving prices into the stratosphere. Suzuki has doubled down on the less is more philosophy. This isn't just another small car. It is a direct challenge to the industry's status quo. But there is a massive catch that everyone is ignoring, a hidden, radical engineering choice in the 2026 model's chassis that some experts are calling a deal breaker, while others are calling the smartest move in the segment. And I'm going to break down exactly why this secret detail will dictate whether this car ends up in your driveway or on the do not buy list. But we aren't revealing that truth until the very end. First, let's talk about the design, because you either love it or you're lying to yourself. The 2026 Ignis carries that iconic, boxy, almost retro-futuristic silhouette that stands out in a sea of generic, jelly bean-shaped hatchbacks. It's got that high seating position that makes you feel like you're in a real SUV, but it's small enough to thread through city traffic that would leave a traditional crossover driver stuck in a gridlock nightmare. Suzuki has refined the front fascia with sharper, more aggressive LED lighting signatures and a redesigned grille that finally gives this little guy a bit of attitude. It's not trying to be a luxury machine. It's trying to be the most practical tool in your garage. Speaking of tools, if you appreciate deep dives into these kinds of engineering disruptors and want to stay ahead of the automotive trends, hit that subscribe button and leave a like. It really helps us keep pushing out these honest, no fluff reviews that the big manufacturers don't want you to see. Now, under the hood, we are looking at the 1.2-liter dual-jet engine, which has been tweaked for 2026 to squeeze out even more efficiency. It isn't setting any speed records, but in a world of sky-high fuel prices, this engine is a masterclass in economy. It's paired with a lightweight platform that keeps the curb weight incredibly low, which is exactly why the car feels so punchy and responsive despite its modest horsepower output. It handles corners with a cheeky level of agility that makes your daily commute feel like an autox event. But here's where the story gets interesting, because the interior is where the biggest battle for your attention is being fought. Suzuki has opted for a floating dashboard design that creates an incredible sense of openness for a vehicle this small. You get a crisp, responsive 7-inch touchscreen that finally includes seamless wireless smartphone integration. And while the materials are mostly hard plastics, they feel robust, utilitarian, and ready for years of abuse. It is the perfect antithesis to the fragile, touch-sensitive, piano black interiors that define modern luxury. However, we need to address the elephant in the room. The 2026 Ignis is competing against vehicles that are often double the price, and it manages to do this by being relentlessly efficient with space. With the rear seats folded down, you're looking at over 500 liters of cargo capacity, which is genuinely staggering for a car that can fit into a parking spot the size of a postage stamp. It makes you realize that the industry has been selling us a dream of need when all we really needed was this kind of thoughtful, compact packaging. Yet, despite all these wins, we have to talk about the ride quality and the specific transmission setup that is causing quite a stir. For those who prioritize a smooth, refined highway cruise, this car has a very distinct personality trait that you absolutely must experience for yourself before signing any paperwork. It's a trait that defines the entire driving character of this machine and, quite frankly, is the secret flaw or feature that sits at the very heart of the 2026 Ignis experience. When you push this car to its limits on the open road, the chassis geometry and the way the suspension handles uneven pavement reveal a raw, almost jittery engagement that highlights exactly why this car is for the enthusiast, not the luxury seeker. It refuses to isolate you from the road, which is either a refreshing break from the numb over-assisted, steering found in every other 2026 competitor, or the exact reason you'll decide it's just not refined enough for your daily commute.